This card is coming off the Forbidden and Limited list 100,000%. And mark my words, it's gonna happen. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. And in today's video, like I said earlier, Konami is bringing this card back off the Forbidden and Limited list. And you guys know why? Because of the brand new set that's coming out called Blazing Vortex. That set is gonna be ridiculous. A lot of brand new cards coming out of that set. You know, Arm Dragon support, Crossout Designator is coming out of there, and most importantly, brand new Metalful monsters are coming out of that set. You guys all know what happens when there are new support that is released for a certain archetype, and they have a card that's banned on the ban list for that specific archetype, right? Look what happened to Rusty Bardiche. We're getting new Phantom Knight supports, right? Bardiche got unleashed off the ban list. We're getting new Metalful support. You know what that means! Electrum, baby! Stick to the game plan. You know, I actually birthed Triff Gaming, right? I'm the one that actually taught him how to utilize Electrum. Anyways, in today's video, I'm gonna showcase you guys how powerful this deck is when Electrumite comes back. And if it doesn't come back, but it will, the deck is still very, very powerful. So we hope you guys enjoyed this EDO Pro duel video, man. For those of you here on the channel for the very first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn on this. Turn on that notification bell, would be absolutely amazing. As always, don't forget to break that thumbs up button for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh videos, man. I don't know what to say, but I love you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what, guys, I don't waste any more of your time. The card that's coming back off the Forbidden and Limited list, 100,000%. Konami will bring this card back, and it's gonna be a huge, huge problem. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, welcome back to EDO Pro, and today guys, I'm going to showcase you guys this brand new deck in action when it comes to Blazing Vortex. This deck is absolutely fire, and as the title of this video states, Konami is going to 100% unban this card off the next Forbidden and Limited list. 100,000%. And the deck I'm talking about today is, of course, the brand new Metalful monsters. So in our hand right now, we got Metalful's Melcaster. This card is absolutely phenomenal. All the brand new Metalful monsters are absolutely powerful. It's a really great support that we're getting off of Blazing Vortex. And also, looking at this right here, Smoke Grenade of the Thief. Who gives a damn about Infernobles? Nobody cares. We can literally look at our opponent's hand right here and see what cards he has in his hand right now. So our hand is just absolutely nuts, okay? So we're gonna normal summon, of course, Abductor. Okay, we're gonna activate Wolf Flame. Okay, and we're also gonna activate Smoke Grenade. Alright, and Smoke Grenade is also really good with the Abductor because it gives it a counter. Not only that, it's good with the Abductor, but it's also good with Metalfuls, because Metalfuls, you guys know what these cards do. They pop face-up cards in the field, and equipped spell cards are treated as face-up cards, obviously. So we're gonna equip Smoke Grenade to the Abductor right here, and now Abductor has 2 counters. Now we can activate Wolf Flame's effect to pop the Smoke Grenade. And what happens when you pop the Smoke Grenade? Your opponent is about to get smoked. Not only smoked, but probably barbecued too. But anyways, we're gonna pop the Smoke Grenade. We can set the combination. It's the wonderful part now. Let's see what is our opponent's hand. This card is probably gonna get banned as well, so see you, Smoke Grenade. Look at his hand. Ash Blossom and the Bureau in Pendulum Magicians. Yo, man, Steven, bro, you gotta take tips from this guy, man. I've never seen a Pendulum Magician player main deck hand traps, and to see him have a perfect hand like this, Wisdom Eye Magician, Oath Dragon, and harmonizing with 2 hand traps. That is ridiculous. The Bureau is a problem right now. Let's get the Bureau out of their hand immediately. And now let's scale the Melcaster right here. And now what's going to happen is that now Abductor is at 3 counters. So I'm going to activate Abductor. This card's obviously a free Ash bait right here. Yeah, he's obviously going to get that. So that's already us playing through against 2 interruptions right here with Smoke Grenade and also having cards like Magician Souls in our hand, which is actually really, really good. So okay, now what we can do is that we can actually activate Melcaster's effect. We're going to set another combination of Melcaster, and now this is why the deck has so much synergy with a lot of supporting cards like Magician Souls. We can activate Soul's effect. We can dump a Perform Power Odd Eyes Dissolver right here to the graveyard to summon, of course, Magician Souls. And why is Magician Souls so good in this deck? Because 1, it's a spellcaster which is searchable off Abductor, and 2, this card triggers off Metaphor's combination. Metaphor combination says when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 Metaphor monsters directly from your deck to your hand. So we can activate Souls to send both of these cards to the graveyard. We're drawing 2 free cards, so let's see what we're going to draw. So we drew Stealing and Silver, which is fine, and then we can search 2 Metaphor cards using combination. So activate both combinations that were sent to the graveyard, and remember, so many good cards in this deck, Smoke Grenade, Magician Souls. This deck is literally going to be amazing when it comes to Blazing Vortex. Okay, we can search Vanisher off 1 combination, and off the other combination we can search Gear directly from our deck to our hand, okay? And now what can we do? So now what we're going to do is that we're actually going to make Linkuriboh with the hand that we have right now. We're going to make Linkuriboh. Alright, and now we're going to use Linkuriboh and Abductor. We're going to make Phoenix, alright? And this is when it gets really interesting, because with Phoenix, so we're going to go Linkross. Linkross is literally the modern day Nightmare Mermaid. So we're going to go Linkross. And now we're going to activate Linkross's effect to special summon 2 tokens, okay? The tokens that you must summon for this specific hand right now is you have to summon 2 tokens, and it needs to be in a specific column right here. So it has to be in column number 4, and also it needs to be in column number 2. We're actually going to use Linkuriboh to tribute off 1 token, which is absolutely amazing. And now using Linkross and also Linkuriboh, we get to make Cross Sheep, which is absolutely phenomenal. So now we're going to activate Stealing's effect. Okay, awesome. And now Stealing will activate its ability. And now we get to set the brand new fusion spell, Parametaphor's Fusion. This card is amazing. So basically what this card does is that it's kind of like Shadow Fusion, but it's not like a Shadow Fusion. And also Parametaphor Melcaster says that if this card is destroyed, you basically get to add a Metaphor monster from your extra deck to your hand. So it's just like a kind of like a Wisdom by a Magician. Now what we can do is that we can actually activate Parametaphor Fusion right here. We can summon Mithrilium right here using Abductor and also the Vanisher that's in our hand, because Vanisher is really awesome. We get a special summon it back using Mithrilium, which is really good, and it's another form of interruption, which is nice. So we get a special Mithrilium right here. Make sure it's in the last column right here, which is really important. And now what's going to happen is that Cross Sheep is going to trigger. Cross Sheep is going to give it a special summon, of course, Magical Abductor back from our graveyard. And now what we can do is that we can activate Bismugear. Okay, cool. And then we can activate Bismugear to pop the Stealing right here. Now we can set the Metaphor Fusion, which is amazing. Okay, we can actually use the Cross Sheep and also the Abductor to make Celine. Okay, now what we can do is that we can actually Pendulum summon 3 monsters. We can special summon, of course, Abductor, Stealing, and also the Melcaster right here from our extra deck. So Pendulum summon 3, which is actually very, very awesome. And we know that this guy doesn't have Lightning Storm, so we can summon cards in attack mode, which shouldn't be a problem. And now what we can do is that we can activate our Metaphor Silver to pop the Bismugear to set the full Metaphor's Fusion right here. We can actually get to activate Metaphor Fusion, okay, to make our Alkahis using Stealing and also the token right here, summon the Alkahis right here, which is actually really awesome. We can actually activate Celine's effect to special summon our Odd Eyes Dissolver from our graveyard. This is why Magician Soul is so good, is because we get to freely get access to our Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. So now we can actually use Dissolver to summon Vortex, okay, using Dissolver and also the Silver that's in our scale. So summon this right here to draw 1. Depends on what card we draw, we can extend our combo plays even further. But we obviously never want to draw the Metaphors again, right? So, what am I playing? Sky Strikers all over again? Why am I drawing Metaphor Fusion again? This game hates me, for real. Because now we can actually make Appaloosa, which is absolutely phenomenal. We can make Appaloosa, which is actually really, really good. But actually, let me see. Oh my god, no! Metaphor Fusion actually helps us in this situation because we can actually activate Metaphor's Fusion. We can actually summon Orihawk right here using Melcaster and also the Bullflame. Okay, right here, summon Oracle. And now, we can actually use Celine and actually Abductor to make our Appaloosa. Awesome. And now we can just actually end our turn. We played through 2 hand traps, Smoke Grenade, and yeah, I'm gonna end our turn now. At end phase, Blizzard Gear is gonna trigger. We can search any Manifolds monster directly with our deck to our hand, which is actually very, very awesome. So now we know he's playing Pendulum Magicians, and let's see how many negates is this. How many negates do you guys think this is? So you have 2 negates with Appaloosa, we have 1 negate with Vortex, and we have 1 negate with Orca Hulk, and we have 1 negate with Alkahise. So that's on paper is 4 negates. This is actually 9 negates. You guys are about to see in a second. So he's gonna go Wizard Mind Magician. He's gonna scale Oath Dragon. On resolution of Oath Dragon scale, we're actually gonna activate Full Metal Fusion. We're gonna summon our Azolas right here, using Berthrillium and also the Silvered to summon our Azolas right here. This card right here is 1 interruption, by the way. So that's 5 interruptions right here, which is crazy. This card gets to destroy the Wither Mine, and also we get to trigger off these effects in the graveyard with Berthrillium, which will summon back our Vanisher. That's 5. Vanisher, when it's summoned right here, this card is also an interruption as well. And now Vanisher will also get the trigger effect, which is our 6 interruption right here. We get to banish, of course, the Nibiru and also Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. We can actually banish 1 monster that's in his graveyard as well, which is actually amazing. So honestly, I thought this card can banish any card, but it actually banishes a monster, which is my fault, because what I could have done was that I could have used the Aura Hulk and also the Berthrillium to summon, of course, the Azolas, and Aura Hulk would trigger to pop the 2nd skill. So that's definitely a misplay on my end, right? But it's okay, we still have 4 interruptions that he has to deal with, and he has 2 cards in his hand. We know he has Harmonizing in his hand. That's on scale 8, 2, 8. He can only Pendulum summon Wisdom Eye, right? So I'm going to negate it with Vortex. And now he can just, if he wants, he can just scale. Like, he can scale that. Yeah, and he can Pendulum summon Wisdom Eye, but what else is he going to do? Like, pass? Like, there's nothing else he can do. It's already game. This is already game at this point. On resolution, I can just go Aura Hulk right here. Like, target the Wisdom Eye, and then it's pretty much game. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. As you guys can see right here, this is absolutely broken. This deck is insane. Vanisher, Melcaster, Azolas right here. These cards are going to be great additions for Metaphors. 100,000%. The question is, what happens if Electrum comes back and if Astrograph come back? Let's find out. Let's actually find out. Let's just begin right here. Alright guys, with Electrum and also Astrograph. Wow, we drew Astrograph, but it doesn't matter because we got Electrum. And right now, guys, it is currently 2 AM in the morning. And I've been actually playtesting this deck the entire day. And this deck is just straight heat, man. The deck is infinitely times better than the regular Metaphors, but without it, the deck is still functional because of the brand new support. But with the Astrograph in here, which might come back. Electromite is going to 100% come back, but if we have the addition of this card right here, we pretty much just win the duel. So with their hand right here, we're going to activate Steal In, try to activate this card's ability so we can search Magician Souls. That's our goal. And also with Astrograph, Astrograph works really well with Metaphors because every single card pops in this deck. Once it pops, you're able to trigger off Astrograph's effect with these, right? So we can actually activate Steal In's effect to pop the Dragon Pit Magician. We can set the combination, which is really awesome. Look how powerful Astrograph is. Now I'm going to trigger to summon itself. Since Dragon Pulse is destroyed and Astrograph is summoned, Astrograph will be able to search another Dragon Pulse directly from the deck to the hand. This card right here, coming off the ban list, alongside Electromite, makes this deck a tier 0.5 deck. The deck is just absolutely bonkers, man. We can scale to silver, and now we can actually activate Abductor's effect to detach 3 material to add Magician Soul, so we can do the exact same combo that you guys saw earlier. And then we get to make Electrum, yada yada yada, rescue Hamster, yada yada yada. You guys know the BS, man. It's pretty much crazy. So we're gonna go Abductor's effect, remove 3 counters. Okay, of course. There's never a time where I don't get hand trapped in these EDO Pro duel videos, man. I always get hand trapped. Now we can activate Electrum's effect. Another hand trap? Why is he taking so long? Wow. Guys, we're not getting a break today, man. Oh my goodness. That's game. That's game. Yep, game. Unless he has another hand trap, then we pretty much lose. But already we're on the right route to FTK right here. Time start. And guys, guess what? Electromite with this play right here, getting infinite impermanence means absolutely nothing. And the fact that this card is at 1, potentially off the next ban list, says that you can actually loop this card a million times because of one card in this deck. And Electromite truly belongs in Metal Foils 100,000%. We got hand trap twice and we're still gonna be able to FTK this guy. Add souls directly from your deck to your hand. And now what we can do is that we can use Electrum and also Time Star. We can make Cross Sheep. Activate souls. We can send Dissolver to the graveyard, summon souls. And now we can actually activate Silver to pop the Stealin, set another combination, and then we can actually activate souls to send 2, to draw 2. Wow. Search Abysma, search Melcaster, which is really good. Melcaster, pop the Silver, set the pair of Metal Foe, and now we can go Abysma Gear, set the Metal Foe Fusion. Melcaster triggers, add Silvered, so Para, Silvered, and also Abductor, summon this in Cross Sheep Zone. Cross Sheep triggers, summon back Abductor. Now it gets crazy. We get to activate Mithrilium, shuffle back combination Electrum, and this is why Electrum at 1 doesn't even matter, because as long as this card's at 1, utilize it as many times because Mithrilium's ability, right? So we can just activate this, target the 2, shuffle them back, target the Astrograph, and add this card to our hand. So if you can draw Astrograph, we could have just sent it to the extra deck using Electromite's effect, right? So the card is just insane. Listen, throughout 8 hours of testing today, shout out to Yassine, man. If you guys haven't seen his combo videos and deck profile, link it down below, man. Truly believe Yassine has one of the most experience when it comes to this deck right here, and learning this deck from him the entire day. Oh my goodness, guys, my brain's literally about to explode. But this deck requires perfect plays. You can't even play good, you need to play perfect. Yassine actually has regional tops and YCS tops with Metal Foils right here. So shout out to Yassine if you're watching this video. But definitely, guys, check out the deck profile and combos down below. And now using Souls and also Cross Sheep, we can make the Celine right here. Okay. Now, what we can do next is that we can actually activate Wolf Flame. Okay, we can set the full Metal Foe. And now we get to trigger off Astrograph again. So trigger Bismugear, trigger off Astrograph, and then we pretty much just win the duel. Again, we're using Astrograph so many times in one turn, which is ridiculous. Adds a monster. We can add Bismugear directly from our deck to our hand, and Bismugear is going to search a Vanisher directly from our deck to our hand during the end phase. We can scale with Gold Driver, pop Volflame to set the combination. We're going to activate Gold Driver's effect to pop the Volflame, okay, to set the combination. And now what we can do is that using these 2 cards, Abductor and also Astrograph, make Electrum, and Electrum is summoned, can activate Electrum's effect. Like, his effect doesn't even matter at this point. The fact that you just get to recycle Astrograph is what matters the most. You can actually activate Celine's effect, okay, to remove 3. To summon, of course, Dissolver from our graveyard. Guys, this combo is super complicated. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm trying my best not to mess up it. We can actually activate Dissolver's effect. We can actually fusion summon to our Vortex Dragon using Dissolver and also the Gold Driver right here to make Vortex. Now Electrum's going to activate to help us draw 1. Wow, we drew the Smoke Grenade, which is insane. What we can do, so we pretty much just guaranteed victory at this point because we can go Smoke Grenade. Okay, now we can actually go Bismugear to see what deck this guy is playing. So we can go Bismugear. We don't have any more targets for Bismugear. That's kind of unfortunate, but we can actually activate Electrum to pop the Smoke Grenade right here. I can add Astrograph back, but I feel like Astrograph won't trigger with Smoke Grenade. It might miss timing when it comes to that. I'll just be safe. I'll add Stealing back, and then Smoke Grenade will get a look at his hand. Oh, Dinosaurs. Oh my god. I'm gonna send Overraptor to the graveyard. And now what we can do is that we can actually activate full Metal Foe Fusion to make Alkaheist using Electrum and Stealing. To make Alkaheist right here. Okay, we have combination, and we can go to end phase now. End phase, we can search Vanisher. Oh, I forgot to use Manifold Fusion's effect. Ah! Oh my god, this deck, oh my god, how did I forget to do that? Okay. Lost World. Lost World, Miss. Lost World, Miss. Full Metaphors. I can actually use Mithrilium and Vanisher right here. Make Azolas right here. Azolas triggers to destroy the Lost World. I know he has Misk in hand. Mithrilium also triggers to summon Vanisher. Vanisher comes out. Shuffle back 2 cards. Vanisher triggers to banish the Oviraptor. He has nothing he can possibly do. Miss I can negate, and if he has Conductor or anything, like it doesn't matter. He has no dinosaurs in the graveyard. This should already be game. I have 2 negates. I could have made Appaloosa if I played that correctly. Misk. The only way I... Yeah, I have to negate that. That's game. That's game. That should be game. Don't know what that last card is. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! This deck is super complicated, guys. Super complicated. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Electromite, Astrograph coming back for sure. The deck with the Azolas and Vanisher and, you know, Melcaster is just insane. And Paramedical Fusion is absolutely broken as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Shout out to Yassine for showcasing me how powerful this deck is. And check out the deck profile. Konami is going to 100% bring back Electrum for sure. As we had to see, one Electrum doesn't matter. You have Mithrilium to recycle it back a million gazillion times. You get to utilize that card a million gazillion times. So thank you guys so much for watching. And this is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.